Oh, and I gotta get links from you too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in the private chat.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. We should be live now. You probably got the tail end of our conversation because this got thrown together yesterday, and Daviasha supported me in that. So you didn't teach me to plan ahead, by the way, in supporting me. Just saying.
I'm not a plan aheader. I'm a plan ahead and then disregard the plan and then scramble 24 hours
Wait.
beforehand. So
So
like we're on the same
are you a
train.
plotter or a pantser then?
I like to
And
say I'm a little bit of a plancer.
you're a
Like
pantser because you'll
before,
make a plan and then deviate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Before I used to be like super hardcore pantser. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how anyone can plot, how anyone can outline. It's just so restrictive.
Yeah.
But yeah, in recent years I've learned I need some sort of guidance in the form of an
Yeah.
outline. No
I,
matter
I
if
I
I
don't
like
know. With
continue with it or
flash
not.
fiction, I pick whether I'm gonna outline or not, and then sometimes I don't beforehand. But especially with this time crunch, which I still need to get a timer. So, but I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I'll pop up their comments on screen. And Davaisha, also known as Grapefry, please introduce yourself for anyone who doesn't know. Her links will be in the chat by the end of this stream. I promise. Probably even during the stream.
Well, I am Daviasha. My channel is Grapefry. I am not a consistent content creator, but you can always subscribe, just if I'm in a silly, goofy mood and feel like posting something. Or you can follow me on Instagram, where I'm also not a consistent content creator, um, at How to Eat Fried Grapes.
Yes. It's okay. She's still active on Instagram and will follow others. And I mean, she follows me,
Yeah.
which I mean,
And I
I
reply to
appreciate.
comments, like story posts and stuff.
Yeah, you do comment. It's just not like when I was looking, I was like, wait, it doesn't say she has any post. Okay, fine.
I actually archived my actually
Oh,
archived all my posts the other day. I was like, you know what? I want to start afresh. Like, and it's a whole thing that I try every year and I fail every year.
it's okay. Thank you. My husband just brought me cinnamon rolls. So, God, that's not
So
really
jealous.
conducive to typing with all the icing on it.
Yeah, it's sticky, but so good.
Yeah, it smells good right now. Oh, the struggle is going to be real. All right. So, chat, you're probably interested on what's happening. Just to let you know, and I'll make sure these links are in the chat, the description properly. I just didn't prep ahead of time good enough. But we take a prompt and 10 words out of this book, write the story. This is number 78 of the book based off my numbering. Hopefully I know how to count. I don't know. Uh, but so far my counting's been right. We're on episode 78. The Let me explain the process. You can do the process however you want. I sometimes don't outline. I sometimes do outline. But we take up here. We'll take 30 minutes to outline or whatever. But at the end of the 30 minutes, we will draft a flash fiction. We use the prompt and the 10 words. You can stay as true to the 10 words as you want, or keep the root word and make it work for your story. Now, the sun's getting bright. We had snow, so it's going to be very bright over there. Um, Once you draft your story at the end of the 30 minutes, Daviasha and I will trade stories and read each other's stories. Take about 10 minutes, probably less, because sometimes you read less and then we just give a thumbs up at the camera going, yeah, you good? And we'll stop the timer. We'll take 10 minutes to read, and then we are going to critique each other's work. Friendly, nice, nothing too harsh. Don't worry. It's going to be a compliment sandwich. And then we will share that with all of you, and you can in the chat can chime in. Then second prompt, we'll cover this in later, but the second prompt is going to be chat created because I have a spreadsheet with like over 1,300 and something words. We got over 81 prompts as well, so we're gonna have some fun, and it usually takes us about 3 hours. Timer, that's what I gotta do. I swear, I would not. How do I function? How do I remember to like put shoes on in the morning? Actually, today I'm
I
not
don't
wearing
know,
shoes.
but I'm gonna have to jump up real quick to find my other AirPod.
Oh
That's
no,
why I
go
was
ahead, dear.
like, oh no, as soon as I popped in, because I opened the case and one was missing. I was like, oh shit. So let me
We need that
two
charged
shakes.
now. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail to pull the southernism. All right, I got a timer. Oh, me too. So I got tired of searching for timers. So I have an entire YouTube playlist on my channel. I'm pretty sure it's public, where I give timers, my favorite timers. Where is it? Killing Me Smalls. I know it's actually not on my channel, but it is accessible if you go on your playlist. Those are my liked videos.
I am jealous of everyone who's getting snow. The perils of the South. I wish I had snow.
Hey, I grew up in Georgia, so I know I didn't get snow.
So you know the struggle.
Yeah, I didn't get the snow until I moved to Germany. Then I would say that was like the big snow that I experienced. And then by the end of 2 years in Germany, I was like, yeah, this is enough. We're good. And then I went to Ohio, and Ohio gets more snow than Germany. And I'm like, you're killing me. Why? So I'm hoping the next place I travel for work will be Georgia again. Be near family. Will work. Ugh, I cannot speak today. Yes, just today. Peanut Gallery. All right. Okay, got my timer. Oh, we even have some more people. Okay. Margaret came in. Inuel, I think. I'm sorry. I always see your name, but you came into my channel when I was on like a flash fiction hiatus, trying to recover from Flash Fiction February. Oh my gosh, chat is blowing up. By the way, Daviasha, anytime you see comments in chat, I do not mind you just like going, hey, this comment happened. You probably missed it. Scroll, click.
Gotcha.
Does not. Yes, the perils of the South. Are there worse perils of the South?
Yeah.
I don't think it's South specific. I would just say sometimes in areas people are the peril. So, all right. Now I'm going to share my screen. I don't know where the lingo came about. Okay, so this timer for 30 minutes is from Zara Hoffman. That link up there I don't think works anymore because she's already got enough beta readers for matchmakers. But there is typing in the background. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Mute and come back in 30 minutes. I think the next one, some of my timers have music, some don't, but they're all from author tubers here. So Sarah Hoffman is an author tuber on here.
Support the community, y'all.
Exactly. That's why I started grabbing timers. And then also, I know my friends are not using copyrighted music or anything, so it's safe for me to play in this setting. It works. All right. Tevin said people are problematic everywhere.
That's true. But I sometimes feel like the more vocal of the problematic people are in the South.
Well, I'm pretty vocal and I came from the South, so yeah, I guess. There's been a few times where I surprised myself. I'm like, oh, I stood up for myself. Cool. Usually I'm anti-confrontation. Okay, so prompt number 1, because I realized I didn't ever say this. Prompt number 1 is an alien in disguise among humans. The words to include are Aurora Borealis, that is so difficult to say, paintbrush, cornfield, cluster, lineup, overlook, suspect, bridge, dome. Yep, dome. Okay, I look back and look. And dash. Those are your 10 words. Got it up at the bottom. And yeah, I think we can do this, right? I should probably open up a Word doc before. Yeah, if anything, we'll just stretch out the conversation a little bit more. There's been times where I've missed words and such, so it's not the end of the world.
I feel like for my first time, if I can get at least like 7 of the 10.
Oh, yeah.
Aurora Borealis, I know it's going to be a hard one.
Yeah, especially because like the other words, we're talking a cornfield and stuff, and it's like usually you don't have farming that far north where you can see an Aurora Borealis. God, I hate that word. The Northern Lights. Okay, so all right, got my Word document open. Now I do. I am actually, hold on, I'm going to hide this and copy and paste it into the chat and
Oh, smart.
pin it so that
I'm
that
just
way
gonna write them down old school.
maybe you'll remember more. All right. Oh, you know what? That is very valid. We can definitely. I am not ashamed of cuss words up here, especially for the purpose of writing. All right. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I love this crowd.
Like and subscribe and all that jazz.
Yeah, I mean, with an alien, I got a few ideas. Like, there's a few different ways this could go, and I'm gonna. This is something that I think we could discuss when we come back after the timer.
Okay.
All right.
We have to do alien in disguise, like actual space alien in disguise.
Yeah, like so. All right. Well, let's talk about it now. So we could go like my favorite Martian route, where he looks like a human but totally not. Or is it like Peakley from Lilo and Stitch, where it's like, can you think that is a person?
Oh, I already know what I'm gonna do.
There you go. Okay. Do you have everything written down? Because I want to make sure you and I are on the same playing field here.
Oh wait, hold on. Me. Can I get a half point if I include an Aurora but not Borealis?
You know what? That would be fun. Make this a point setup.
Cluster, lineup, overlook.
I'm just imagining like you name someone Aurora and then like the person replies going, "Oh, Aurora Borealis." Like, no, like Aurora, the Disney princess. My parents were obsessed. Don't come at me.
My initial thought was to make the stupid the guy from Bones or Angel.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, I know that guy. Okay.
I was just gonna make that joke. So stupid. Okay, I got you. I got the words.
Good. All right. Welcome. All right. Have there. Oh, people are talking about you can see the northern lights and like strong flare if there's a strong solar flare. Pennsylvania is north of that, and I do know they have farmland. Okay. My family pretty much like mouths to me what they're doing as they're passing. So I just turn and I go, okay, and that's what I'm doing every time. All right. Now we can start the timer. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Go dog.
Happy sprinting, writing, whatever you're doing. Or productivity, cleaning the house. I'm writing the last sentence right now. Like it finally like came together and I'm like, ooh, I like this story. How do you think you did, Daviasha? Are you like still writing the last bit? Oh, actually, I think that's
Sorry, I
actually
couldn't unmute myself for some reason. Girl, I'm still writing the beginning bit. This is hard.
Oh, it is. I ended up using all 10 words. It's a little difficult.
Amazing.
Now I just
Hold
got.
on, let me highlight. See how many I end up using. Am I like 6 sentences?
Hey, technically there is stories that are like 2 sentences and complete. Just saying. And you being under 250 words, you were just like extra special and decided to do a micro flash fiction. Anything under 1,000 is a flash. You didn't write more than 1,000.
Hold on.
Google Drive.
I don't even think I wrote like 100. Oh, 128. And it's not cohesive. Like I didn't get to the point nearly fast enough. Aww. And there was no point. I stopped mid-sentence.
It's okay. The key is that it's a fun exercise, and also sometimes I'll write something and I'm like, I don't want to end this here. I want more. And I think I liked what ended up happening here. And the twist I ended up coming up with like halfway through. That's why I like a little bit of not outlining. Because sometimes I'll just usually I start with dialogue, and I'll start with dialogue and I'll just start writing that. And then an idea will happen to lead myself to the dialogue of how to open the story. Mm-hmm. But this time, the starting of the dialogue is what started the story this go around.
Yeah, I can usually only ever get dialogue. I'm so bad at description.
Yes, sweetie. You can play that game if you want, but I'm not helping. Go ahead. My son held up my Tomb Raider Definitive Edition game for the PlayStation. He's 4, and he's like, I'm going to play this game. And I'm like, go ahead. I mean, try. Good luck. He plays other games, like, just fine. What was an alien in disguise? I even type. I forgot to title it.
I had minutes taken off of my clock because people kept calling me to tell me to come make them breakfast. And I'm just like, y'all.
I'm busy.
My sister even came down and gave me a whole long speech about how she didn't have dinner. I'm like, that's your own fault, babe.
Yeah, sweetie. Listen, at a certain age, you kind of got to start taking care of yourself. Okay, I'm posting in the private chat the Google Doc. So we'll probably end up being able to, it's called something, read pretty quickly and be less than 10 minutes. I don't know, because what do my words end up being? 525.
Ooh, dang. I'm out of practice. I really haven't written anything in
I just did an entire month of writing flash fiction each day. So, and then I wrote 2 this past week while I was like taking a break, because the videos that are posting right now on my channel, I recorded like 2 months ago, because I was like, let's be nice to ourselves. You're not going to feel like doing much. So I didn't want to rush. But I'm planning to travel at the end of the month too, so I'm also trying to give myself a buffer so that while I'm traveling, even though I won't be doing Flash Fiction Live, I can at least put up their, Shiza, what is it called? I can put up the regular videos, even not the streaming ones. Okay, got your link.
Okay. I'm so rusty. I'm so out of practice.
I gotta request access.
Ages. Oh, dang.
Hold on. I'm requesting access. It's probably going to come up in your email, and then it's going to let me know in my email.
Okay.
And I might end up reading on my phone, which is fine. So I'm not sure if you've seen it, but that I did a TikTok and I posted on Instagram too, but it's like ill maquillage. Like you've probably seen the videos for it where people are like, "Oh my god, it's amazing," and it matches their skin tone perfectly.
I have seen those.
Yeah, mine did not match. I did a video of it and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I put on the concealer wrong. It was just so funny. And then you see me put on like eyeliner on my left eye, which I always screw up on. Like the right eye looks perfect and then the left eye looks like I just went like that. So I had to fix that. But luckily someone messaged me on Instagram. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So they were like, okay, blend in your concealer before you put on your foundation. I'm like, oh, thank you. Help me like learn to be a girl, or the normal stigmas of being a girl, because I will say not only girls wear makeup, and some of the guys that wear makeup, holy hell, they're fabulous with it. I need a tutorial like that's catered to me, not just me watching someone who has a totally different complexion than me going, so this is what I do. And I'm like, yeah, you're tan, I'm pale, I'm not going to highlight the same way you do. I don't even think they make a highlighter above my shade to help me.
I'm not makeup savvy. I didn't go through a phase, but I bought like foundation, concealer, some like eyeshadow palettes back way back in the day that I still have that are probably expired, that should probably go in the trash, but they were expensive, so I'm just gonna continue to not use them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So things can we talk about brainstorming? Because I just noticed your notes. I want to share this with the chat. If you don't mind.
Oh gosh, okay.
No. So I love your brainstorming, how you write this down. So not to put Daviasha on blast here, but it's good. It's like legit. This isn't crap. But she's like, hey, Cal XY situation. I love that idea of using like, I mean, I've mentioned My Favorite Martian or Lilo and Stitch. Like we're talking about other media inspiring us, because at the end of the day, we're not original. Someone's written something or
very true,
did something. And it's like, okay, what if we did a combination of Cal XY with Lilo and Stitch or something? Which actually Lilo and Stitch is a way of Cal XY, where it's like this family adopts the aliens. And
true.
Oh my god, my life is.
Anyways, my story is pitiful and unfinished.
No. I do have to read it out loud though. I will.
You're lying to me. No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh.
And you read mine out loud.
Natalie.
And then we critique each other. I mean, otherwise, how else can chat participate? But no. We're a good crowd. I'm sorry, I didn't give you the fine print before coming on.
I'm just gonna step away.
You can be have your avatar up the whole time. It's fine. Oh my god. I have a murder at a cosplay, but I can't decide on the cosplay. What, like a murder mystery thing? I would go like steampunk type stuff. I don't know.
Context.
Yeah. Or is this in your story too? Yes, we do.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to do better on the next one.
Yeah, we don't have room. Play a different game then. Chandra is drafting JS2 project, and the words and prompt fit right in what she's writing, and used everything but lineup, dome, and suspect. Ooh. See, here's the funny thing is that, all right, we in up here have 30 minutes to draft, whereas you, chat, you can take the next 10 minutes to draft, if you please. So you don't have to throw together. Holy hell, 557 words. That's a good flow for 30 minutes.
Yeah, listen, that's amazing.
Oh,
thank you. They're Burberry.
Burberry.
I'm a bougie bitch.
Yeah, I have no clue what these are. Probably whatever the cheapest glasses the government can pay for.
I just have a thing with plastic frames.
I have kids though, so I'm like, just don't.
You're probably getting knocked in the face.
Yeah,
with like little limbs more than I am, but
my son's throwing a fit, going no, hits me across the face or something like that. Though he's actually gotten better. So, all right, you ready, dear?
Okay. Yes, right, I'm ready.
I'm going to change the sprint timer. Oh my God, I got so many things open right now. All right. What we can do is whenever you're done reading, we'll just thumbs up each other in the chat. And that's a 15-minute one. You know what? I'll just do. I'm going to grab. Yeah. Laura Nettles. Here's one of her timers. It's a nice one. All right. It's okay. We're not going to use the full 10 minutes. And go. All right, I'll stop the timer.
I had to read
able
it
to eat.
twice. Yeah,
I
yeah.
sometimes have to read it twice too. Like it will get there. Okay. So I love the story that you had, and I'm interested.
Listen, there was a direction. There's a whole mental image. I just couldn't put it to paper fast enough.
So here's the thing with the mental images for me. Sometimes I get so worried about the getting the words down that I lose track of what's happening with the story. So sometimes I'll just sit there and allow myself to daydream is about as close that way I describe it. Let the scene play out in my head. And then once the scene plays out, then I'm like, okay, write what happened. And even if I write what happened was something as simple as like table got knocked over, picking up corn husk dolls, ran away with one of them. Like I at least wrote what happened. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, for anyone who's about to get my story, that's what I kind of wrote about. So, but I want to read yours first, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind. I do mind, but I don't mind for the sake of the purpose of me being here today.
So, I'm going to read. As Daviasha's already said, it's unfinished, but that's okay because this thing has so much potential, and I'm going to need you to write more. All right? Just throwing it out there. So, Kevin lived on the outskirts of the old Howard farm his entire life, but never dared to step foot on that cornfield. Sorry. Gabby tugged at his hand, leading him over to the rickety bridge. Come on, she whined. This will be the perfect spot to see the auroras. He stared at the curve of her ass as she shredded ahead of him. With a quip, he dashed to her side. If I were him, I would have stayed behind a little bit longer. If you told me you wanted to see the aurora, I'm taking you to see the new Sleeping Beauty. The aurora borealis, jackass. She ducked under the line of overgrown trees that marked the property's edge. His hair felt like bristles of a paintbrush, the wiry strands colored red and sticky with his own blood. That was suspenseful at the end. What?
It's missing the entire plot in the middle.
You'll get there. It's fine. Because, like, what I like about that is that this is like a tease. It's like, because what you could do with this already is like, it's like he's waking up, maybe, if he's not dead. Maybe he's waking up and he's got blood and he's like getting the flashes of, hey, let's go see the aurora borealis up here. And then he gets flashes of something else. So there's potential here. Like, yeah, this is what we do. It's almost like workshop and everything. Think of the movie like Memento. Do you remember that one? Ever saw it?
I've never seen it. I know of it. Never.
It is a mind. I try not to cuss too much because my kids are within earshot. I accidentally cuss in front of them. I try not to do it on purpose too much. But it is like, it messes with your mind. There's two ways to watch it. Linearly, or as the video pops out and it jumps around. So I love that. The only thing is, for me as a reader, it wasn't until he was staring at her butt that I realized, oh, she's not a little girl for Gabby. Like, I was thinking, at first, I was like, oh, come on, she whined. I was thinking this, like, little 5-year-old grabbing his hand, like, going, come on, I want to see, type thing. And then I'm like, oh, that was wrong. So, I think the way to fix that would be at the beginning is kind of describe Kevin and Gabby's relationship at the beginning, and maybe how old they are, how they look, what she's like, if she's wearing tight jeans or a skirt, walking around in the woods for some reason, like that, what she's wearing could give away her age as well. So, but you definitely, it's unfinished, but oh my God, the foundation is there. You got the foundation, the walls up. Let's just get some sidings. We'll get some insulation, like, and it can even be out of order and everything. I like that idea too. So you did really well with this. Like, it's solid, dude. I want more.
Thank you. I'm like jazzed to finish that, actually. Like, I've got the whole middle.
I know.
I could put that at the end, but
Oh my gosh, hold on.
Ooh, give me 2 seconds. I need to get my charger.
You're good. Oh boy. I might have to run in 2 seconds. Not like turn this stream off, run, but my husband went to the gym like he does every single day because he's that guy apparently. But he texted me. He's like, I think I left the fireplace fan on, and I may have left the air conditioner fan in the on position instead of the off. Please check it. So 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves. If you can tell chat which words were hardest for you to write, or what images popped into your head at the beginning, and then I'll get the back end on that.
Okay, well, I'll just walk y'all through my brainstorming process. So I was thinking initially that I could do like a small town sheriff respond to like a domestic disturbance situation or something. That way I could use the word like suspect and like dash and overlook more easily or something like that. I don't know. Cluster was definitely a hard one to try to fit in there. I didn't want to steal. I don't know who said it earlier. Someone said clusterfuck. I didn't want to steal their idea. I was this close to doing it, but I was like, no. Ken, I was gonna steal your idea, but I was like, let's have integrity today. Dome. I had an idea for Dome, but that would have come later in the story. And I would say I didn't get too far into it, so. The direction I went, suspect would have been kind of hard to put in, I think. And lineup. Lineup would have been good if I went with like a sheriff situation. But I don't know. The teens in the woods making out. Lineup would have been hard.
Oh yeah, lineup would. I got teens and woods line up, and I'm like, yeah, that actually would be weird to come. That's how I chime in. It's actually how I chime in most conversations because I daydream and then I go, oh yeah, teens woods line up. That would be hard.
Thanks for coming back when you did. I was running out of sentences.
I had to call my husband. I'm like, how do I turn it off? Like, there's 2 knobs here. He's like, knob on the bottom. I'm like, what bottom? And then I look and there's like actually like there's the pilot light and another one to control how high the flame is. And then there's another knob down here. And I was like, oh, that bottom. Okay. Like ground level. I do not live at the gym. I have to go to the gym.
I haven't been to a gym in like 60 years at this point.
Part of my what is it called? New Year's resolution, I guess. But it was the like 2022 goals, not really resolution. And it was one of them was on average to go to the gym twice a week, like work out twice a week, not really go to the gym. And I've been able to do that because the weeks that I've only done it once, another week I did it 3 times. So we're sticking with the average. And the only reason I work out that much, or I have to, is because I have to for work. Like we have a physical training test and stuff like that then for it. Kind of similar to like firefighters and such, where you just got to make sure you're on the up and up. So, yep. So you literally live at the gym.
That's dedication.
But see, so Walisimo said, love the descriptions. See, you have it.
I just put those hard eyes away.
I just needed the people because as a reader for me, it took me a second to like, of course, I'm not the average reader. I'm usually slow on the uptake. Like you could, like red herrings don't work for me because I forget something key. Okay. Like I am that person. Like I'm like Drax. Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
I do get that reference.
Yeah. This is all I am. I'm full of references and stuff. So, okay. Anything else you want to talk about with your story?
No.
Okay. You're done. You do want to write it more, though. And you know what? Actually, if you want. So, we'll create the second prompt. But if you want, I would love for you to finish out this first prompt for the next sprint. Because we'll do another 30-minute sprint. We were going to do another prompt. And you're welcome to write that on your own. But I kind of like the idea of you using that time to write this one more. If you wish. Yeah.
Oh, now I feel like the pressure's on.
Yeah, you got to finish 30 minutes, buddy. Come on. I need this story. All right. So now, normally, if you want, you can read my story or I can read it if you don't want to read out loud. And then you provide critique kind of similar to how I provided to you of like, here's where I was lost, but here's how we can fix it type situation. Sometimes we don't have a way to fix it, but talking about it, bringing it up.
I can read it.
All right. I'll put myself on mute.
Okay. Oh God, what a cluster, Jennifer said, her red hair blowing away from her eyes when she let out a breath. Cluster of stars? We're at least 300 light years from the nearest nebula, Rich said. His hair barely brushed the collar of his overcoat. The what? Jennifer shook herself of staring at the mess in front of her and the people walking around it like it was a normal obstacle. Oh, nothing. Do you need help? Rich knelt down and picked up the corn husk dolls. He turned one over in his hands. Such an odd companion to have. Jennifer gently grabbed the doll from him and set it in the large brown paper bag next to her. Well, she said, it is a long-standing tradition for my family's cornfield to not waste anything we get from the crop. Rich nodded and continued to hand Jennifer the dolls before moving over to the paint brushes and canvases behind the table. And what about these? What part of the paint are they from? What part of the plant are they from? Oh God, I can't read. Illiterate, sorry. He said, moving them to the table. Jennifer quickly stepped between Rich and the table. Those are my personable art supplies, not for sale. Plus, my painting isn't finished, she said as she placed the canvases back on the easel. The painting had sketched pencil domes between trees at the bottom of mountains against the white canvas on the ground. But the sky was filled with waves of blues and green and even pinks against the dark blue and black sky with specks of white across it. Ah, the aurora borealis, Rich smiled. Jennifer furrowed her brows at Rich. Her gaze slid to the unfinished art. She tilted her head at the painting and smiled too. Well, it looks that your display is back in order. Everything in the customer lineup. I have to dash, Rich said as he pulled his overcoat tighter around him. Thank you for your help. Jennifer inclined her head. After he headed toward the city bridge, that is when Jennifer noticed her secret doll was missing, the one with red hair like her. In the direction of the bridge, about 2 miles away, she could see Rich standing at the overlook, holding the doll. Jennifer pulled out her cell phone and quickly dialed. Eowyn, it's Jupiter. She tried to keep calm. Who? The other person asked. AJ, it's Jennifer. There, is that better? She rolled her eyes. Ah, Jennifer, yes. How can I help you? AJ asked. Well, you can either come man the booth or you can go get the key that you idiotically stuffed in the doll and placed with the other dolls I was to sell today. You pick. The first and second time I read that, I thought it said you prick. Sorry.
I mean, that would have worked though.
Jennifer stood with one hand on her hip and the other on the phone, looking up as if she was telling off the building next to her booth. It's just a rock to humans. We can just track it after he throws it in the woods or the river or something, AJ groggily said. No, AJ, he's not human. He knew exactly how far the closest nebula is, Jennifer said, the last part slowly. He knew exactly how far the closest nebula is.
Scene. All right, lay it on me. I can take it.
Scene. Well, I was a little confused about the setting initially, like in my first read. And I liked the last sentence. He knew exactly how far the closest nebula is, meaning like he's not the alien. No, gosh, she says Jennifer is not the alien in disguise. You think, the story is about. Mm-hmm. It's actually Rich who's the alien in disguise. I really liked that like little subversion.
Actually, we'll talk. Keep going. And then we're
is
gonna...
she not? Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's my only criticism.
I need to flesh out the environment. Like, say, like it's a booth at a fair or something. There's people walking by or something.
Yeah, like kind of thing. I didn't get the setting. The setting.
Okay.
was a little lost on me. But then at the end, I was like, okay, I found my bearings, but I really liked um, how it ended with this reveal. Is it not what you intended?
So what I intended is, as you're reading, just because Rich seems so off, you're like, oh, he's the alien.
Oh.
And then when Jennifer like calls and says, I think in my head his name was pronounced Ajawan.
Oh.
And hers is Jupiter. He was like, what? And then she's like, fine, AJ, Jennifer, whatever. Like, then that was the hint. And especially because the bridge, the overlook is 2 miles away and she could see him 2 miles away. I was trying to give hints that Jennifer was actually also an alien, and she figured out that Rich wasn't human.
Oh, maybe because I knew the context of the prompt beforehand that I just assumed that Jennifer was the alien.
Yeah. I was trying to make it where it seemed like Jennifer was human, and she's like, no, I paint. This is my family's farm and stuff like that. And then later you go, oh no, she's not. She's an alien. And then, oh my God, the guy that I thought was an alien, now like you start switching back and forth. So I
was like, Jennifer seems like a weirdo. She's definitely the alien. Like corn stalls, that gave me the creeps.
No, oh, that's a Southern thing. I'm sorry. That's like I remember like in Girl Scout camp making corn husk dolls because they it was actually I believe it originated with Native Americans to use the corn husks to make the dolls for the kids. I thought they were both aliens. I wanted there to be a question until Jennifer sees the guys from 2 miles away, and then you're like, yeah. Like I wanted there to be a like little switcheroo, but yeah. I can play with that a little bit more.
I think she wasn't a convincing human. She tried a little too hard to seem human, which gave her away. And she was just like a little persnickety about her items. Suspicious. I was suspicious.
Yeah. Well, to me, I was trying to convey Rich to being like weird, like really weird, and that's what put her on edge because he's like, what a strange companion instead of a doll or whatever. Like I was trying to choose words for him that like he's using it in the right context, but it's like when a kid learns a new word and they go, oh well, hopefully not sporadically. It's like, dude, you're 5. Like, don't use sporadically and stuff.
That's funny.
As someone from the South, I can also say cornhusk folks are creepy. But to be fair, I'm the creeped out by any kind of doll. Yeah, no, I'm not a doll fan at all. Yeah, I was just trying to think of the only reason I had cornhusk because I was like, where the hell am I putting cornfield? And I'm like, why is her family's farm that important? The setting, though, I first saw that they were in space, and I was thinking, cornhusk dolls in space? Cool. Thanks, Chandra. Oh, that's valid. Yeah, I gotta work on my setting. Or anything. But, okay. I'm gonna work on the setting next. But I like this one. This was a fun one.
I do.
So, here's the next thing. Davaisha, feel free. You can take part in this or not. But I'm gonna need your help because I have to minimize everything so I can pull up my Excel spreadsheet of all this stuff. And I think my daughter needs me. Hold on. What's up?
Okay, please get signed into YouTube.
Can you get what?
Signed in on YouTube.
No, I'm not giving you a YouTube account.
What a random thing to ask about.
She wants to follow stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I can sign your phone into my YouTube account, but dude, like, keep in mind, I can see your history of videos you watch. Okay? So I actually like this better. Yes, you can sign into mine. I'll share that with you once I'm done streaming. Or maybe one of the sprints you hand me your phone and I'll sign you in. Oh, God, I don't want her to have her own account. Okay. I am pulling up my spreadsheet of, that's the writing prompts. Where's the create your own? All right. So chat, what I need from you, in case you're new to this, is give me a number between 1 and 60 combined with the letter A through Z. That will give me a cell, and we're going to do that about 10 times. And if you don't mind, Davaisha calling out what pops up in the chat.
Gotcha.
So that way I don't have to click between screens. So we do that first.
Like bingo.
Yeah, a little bit. There's a few times where someone goes B25 and I'm like, bingo. All right. Right now I'm trying to I highlight all the words, like it's speckled across my screen right now. And because I tried, like the current words, I try to highlight yellow, but the next week, yellow is no longer current. Not the current words. So I'm going through. All right. So it has chat. Oh yeah, I'm ready. I was like, has chat already started throwing letters and numbers? Some of them know what they're doing.
We've got a P49. P49.
P Sherman 42, Wally B. Way, Sydney. Which, by the way, we already got P42, by the way. Just throwing that out there. We could go through the alphabet and get 69, because I know that's a popular one for everyone. All right, P49, blank. Don't worry, I'm writing these down, and I will have it as a thing in the chat when I'm done.
All right.
All right, next P49. One. Yep.
E23.
E23. Oh, up, down. Lamp. I love lamp. Sorry. Anchorman reference. Next.
Okay. Come on, y'all.
You can pick one.
Some more comments. Oh, okay. D14.
D14. Rotate.
Oh, that's a good one. Got L17.
L17. Oh, thank God. Hard.
Why thank God? What was the one before it?
The one before it was work.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad.
Yeah. All right, next.
How many is that? Is that like 5?
That's 4.
4.
G6.
G6. Apathy.
Oh.
I gotta re-look up what apathy is. I think it means like kind of emotionless.
Yeah. All right, we got M11.
M as in Mary. Mary. Okay. Mike. All right, Mike 11. Was it Sarah? We got Bear. Okay.
Bear.
Yeah, like BEAR, the animal. Yes, Zoe.
I just realized you videos of like makeup, but you make videos there.
You're not making any videos to post on the internet. She wanted to do makeup videos, which I mean, I'm totally for, but I'm not for my 11-year-old putting herself out there. Like, she doesn't even come on screen with my stuff. Like, then that's her choice. I'm not going to make her come on screen. My son comes on screen because I'm not going to block out, and it's usually because he's running across the table behind me. Either way, back to this. 1, 2,
J26.
J26.
J as in Joseph. 26.
Large.
All right, we've got S4. S as in ship.
Okay, after Sierra 4, that's burst. All right, we need 2 more.
Z1.
Oh, come on. Scroll too much, dude. Too much. There we go. Z1, alleyway. Oh, we got our setting. All right, now chat. And I do like to let chat choose this. Pick a number between 1 and 106. First one wins. 69 is already taken. I'm going to go over writing challenges because I'd like to do that. I'm going to look at challenges that we've done before and see if I want to try it again.
Laura Nettle says 106.
106. All right.
Did you need another letter number combination?
Nope. We got 10 words, to my knowledge. I'll double count. 106. 106 is if we remembered our dreams. That can be taken however you wish. Because it could be like dreams we had of what we wanted to be, then we forgot, or dreams that you have while you're sleeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, we did need another one. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 5,
And you will
6.
come in with X17.
X17. Sweet. Oh, wrong thing. Come on. Hold on, buddy. Oh, yacht. I'm not sure how much I like that one.
Yeah.
You want chips? Okay. Sorry, you're gonna hear bag crackling. There you go, buddy. You're watching TV?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Swing. Okay. Let me type this up. I don't think I'm gonna do a challenge this time. All right.
What are the challenges usually? Like a certain number?
So like,
words?
well, actually I might do a challenge. There's one challenge where it's under 200 words. Other challenges that we've done. Let me get to the right screen. Killing me, Smalls. Where the, come on. Okay. So writing challenges we've done in the past was outline the draft or draft without outlining, and do whichever one is most unlike you. Write only dialogue or write only narrative, whichever is most unlike you. Write the story twice from 2 different perspectives. I did that, but I had the 10 words throughout both, whereas Chandra did that and had the 10 words in each. Oh yeah.
That's a professional right there.
She's way too good. Remove sight or sound from all the characters. So that was an interesting challenge. Like I had to describe what orange smelled like the color orange or something. Like it's because they couldn't see it and everything. And they said a lemon to them actually smelled like pink, like the color pink, even though it's yellow. So I had fun with that. The one I plan to do is make the story under 200 words, but still using all the words. Merge 2 prompts into one story. Start and end the story with the same, with one of the 10 words, like the same one. Cannot use the words the or and. First word of each sentence. Hard. Yeah. First word of each sentence out of an entire creates an entire complete sentence. That was a fun one. Her and I both pretty much went the death route. Write the story as if time is moving backwards. That was a fun one. Like, ooh, so we started with the ending and then what happened before the ending to lead up to it. So it's okay. I'm still going to use one of your timers. Actually, I already used one of your timers. The candle one. So you still get credit. Even if you weren't here, you get credit. So, all right, let me grab, oh, I already got a timer. Look at me being prepared and shit. Oh, banner. Kill me. All right, I'm going to edit this. So first, don't pay attention to the banner that's there right now. That doesn't matter. Okay. Remembered our dreams. Okay. Words to include are. All right. So the prompt is, if we remember our dreams, words to include are blank, lamp, rotate, hard, apathy, bear, large, first, alleyway, and yacht. Oh no! Grapefry's power went out. Hold on, I'm texting her real quick. At least cell phones have their own battery. Oh no, she's back on. Sweet. I was gonna text you. I was like, "Hey, just finish the story, type it out to me, send it, and because I would still love to read it."
Okay. I'm on my hotspot, so it's gonna be a little spotty, y'all. Sorry.
No. Like, and if you want, so I'm not sure how much data you got on it. What you can do is just, like bow out for a little bit, set a timer, and jump back in. Everything, because
Okay.
I don't want you to use it up just for this. If it's like by a gig or something, you know.
I haven't used it at all lately, so I should be good.
Mm-hmm. All right, sounds good. I am. Oh. Are you kidding me? I accidentally clicked out, so now I got to retype this. If we remembered our dreams, is the prompt. Words. Oh. Words to include are blink, lamp, rotate, hard, apathy, bear, large, first, alleyway, oh, and yacht. Remembered. Copy this, save, show it. Scheiße. Okay, and we are first sprint. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Cool. All right. There is music. This timer is from writer Holly Davis. So, 3, 2, 1. It's a little louder than I expected. There we go. I'm here, I swear. Hold on. I was double checking my words. That's actually a nice one to play in the background. All right. What did you think? Did you do this prompt or did you work on your first one?
Okay, I tried to work on the first one, but I think I need more time. It just,
Yeah.
that needs to be, I need to sit down to finish that one. So I did another one. I also didn't finish that one, but I got the words.
Hey.
There's some there.
Nice. I gotta save this. So I was trying for the push of God, what's it called? Writing under 200 words, and I got really close. I got to 201. I was under 200, but then I was like, well, I want to change this thing when I was rereading it, and then it bumped me back over 200. I was like, damn it. But I'm kind of liking the world I ended up creating here. I will tell you, when I send this to you, it's in the same document as
I did mine in the same document too.
Oh, perfect. Well, then we should probably just be able to click on the links that are already there. Let's stop sharing for a second.
I also don't know how to spell.
Yeah, it happens.
Is squoze a word?
Is what?
Squoze. What's the past tense of squeeze? Is it squeezed?
Squeezed, yeah.
I think I like squoze better.
I'm fine with creating it. Okay. So did you write it at the beginning? Oh, I see you typing.
At the very top.
Okay, so yeah, it does work in the same file that we were in. So mine is at the bottom. And I tried to bold the title, the second title, so you can easily get through it.
Okay.
Aw, it's okay, Mama Maggie. Hey, listen. Sleep in. Like, take care of yourself. Makes you feel any better, Grapefry's entire power went out.
Yeah, that was wild. It did it last night too, so I'm like, what's going on, y'all?
What kind of weather you got going on?
It's really windy, so I'm wondering if... And it rained really heavily last night.
Yeah. Is it cold too? Like freezing?
Yeah. No, not freezing.
Okay.
But, as cold as Georgia can get.
You're in Georgia?
Yeah, I'm in Georgia.
Dude, I'll probably see you in like a year. I'm trying to get back to Georgia.
I'm trying to get out of Georgia.
Yeah, I got out of Georgia and I've been out for like 10 years. The only reason I want to go back is because my kids are at that age and my parents are also at that age. So I kind of want to make sure people remember each other before life or absence of life happens. So the only reason I want to go back. And then we'll see if I move after that, because I'll probably only be in Georgia like maybe 3 years or so. Or my job could change, and if I could become a full-time writer, that'd be awesome.
Crossing my fingers for you, for me, for all of us.
Well, what else is on the bucket list if Georgia made it? I was like, I mean, there is some nice things about Georgia. Like, I like cherry blossoms. There's a cherry blossom festival in Macon, Georgia. There's in Atlanta, the like Coca-Cola place
never
that
been
you
to
could tour.
the Pope
I haven't been
place.
to it either, but I did go to the aquarium in Atlanta.
I love the aquarium.
Savannah
I
is
loved
really,
it.
yeah, I do.
Aquariums make me sad now.
Aw.
Just think about, animals in captivity.
Oh yeah, no. Ever since like watching like Blackfish and stuff like that, I'm like, damn, am I the problem?
Am I the villain?
Yeah. So, all right. Okay, apparently I had notifications. Okay. We'll do the same thing. Oh, I totally like stopped sharing my screen, like not even take this off. All right, we're just going to use the 10-minute timer because I kind of like the music. It works. That was already playing. Do that. And then are you able to pull up my flash using the same link? Okay. All right, and I got yours. So same deal. If we both happen to be finished reading with our edits, we'll do the thumbs up and cut this short so we can get to critiquing. We're doing really good on time. So I'm really, really excited. Did you add anything to your previous story
No.
at all? You didn't? Okay. That will save me some reading because I was going to read it and be like, oh, she added more. It's like that. I'm that person waiting for like the new like Kindle novella series thing.
Kindle Vella.
Yeah, Kindle Vella. That's what it's called. Man.
If I do add more, I'll send it to you.
Yes, absolutely. Like I am here for it. I will be your reading buddy, hype girl, whatever you need. Oh, wait, we're talking about Georgia still. I like Georgia, but we can live there or the mosquito. I'm assuming we can't live there or the mosquitoes will turn my hubby into a raisin. Yeah, mosquitoes like me a little bit too much. I don't know why. I'm an asshole to them. But I will like spray my body. Like I will take a bath in DEET to avoid being touched by mosquitoes. I hate them. And I react real bad. Like it's a huge welt and everything. I mean, it's not like I'm like super allergic, like a bee sting, need an epidermic needle or anything like that. But either way, okay, we digress. We are going to the fourth sprint now. There it is. Fourth sprint, where we're getting ready for critique. Feel free to keep writing if you joined in on this prompt, or start writing if you just came in. All right. In 3, 2, 1. I don't know what was so funny, but it made me laugh to see you giggle that much. All right. What's up, kiddo? My son's just sliding his bottom across the kitchen floor for some reason. Interesting. My daughter is playing with like face paint type stuff. What is this, like fire and ice? Nice. You get dripping a little bit. Yeah, like just it's kind of a perfect line across your jaw, and then you got this like one drop. Go look in the mirror, you'll see it. But it looks good. Did real good because it's not just solid color. You got shadows and highlights and stuff with the color. Try to give her good feedback.
That was good feedback.
Yeah, because like it's red on one side of her face, and then like blue, white on the other side, and then like a black line. But she smeared the black line so it fades into the other colors pretty well. And then the red, it's like the red isn't just one solid color. It looks like it's like a mixture of red, and then in some areas like a darker red, and then the same thing on the blue white side is like it's darker blue in some areas and lighter blue in others. So
it's like contour and stuff.
Yeah, but with face paint. So
is she on TikTok? Because I feel like I've seen that trend on TikTok.
She probably saw it. Saw a video. I don't let her have a TikTok account, but she probably. What do you want to? Okay, come on. She's snaking over. So.
I'm
gonna try to get.
That's really well done.
Daviasha said that's really well done. Everything because hold on, turn your head. Because we also got like smearing of the colors with the dark blue here.
Yeah, it adds dimension.
Yeah, and then she's got the dimension with the darker around the eyes and stuff. So I like it.
It's really cool.
Good luck taking it off.
Oh, I hope that doesn't stain.
Yeah, it usually does stain a little bit, but it doesn't last long. She's fine. Yes, dear.
I remember yesterday I asked
Sure. Wait, are you talking about in mine and Dad's room? No, well, first off, it's easy to turn on. Hold on, I gotta talk my daughter in how to run a bath. It's easy to turn on, like in the sense of turning on the water faucet. You just figure out which one's hot, which one's cold, and get the temperature. And I think it's a push down stopper. I don't know. I usually don't take a bath, but you need to rinse the entire bath because I think it's been like weeks since anyone did a bath in there. So before you fill it up, take a rag with the water running and rinse it. Otherwise, you're like laying with dust and stuff, and that's gross. Little facts. Okay, back to this. I love your story.
Thank you.
Like, can I just read yours first again?
Mom.
Sure.
Okay. Yes, sweetie. What do you need?
What?
Yeah, I see you. You're on the back of my chair. Is that
Wants
it?
to be the star of the show.
He does. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He is so cute.
He is cute sometimes. All right. Okay. Oh, is it Lina or Lina or Lena?
Lena. Okay,
Lena.
can I?
Bring it on.
So I was gonna call her Angel, but then
Yeah.
I named her sister Willow, and I was like, that's too much Buffy.
we got too much. It's like if you named the character Ross, you can't also have a Rachel or something. Like I don't care if you're it would just be bad.
Yeah.
All right.
But two of the names after the fact, I was like, oh, those are too similar, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to be too Buffy. Buffy 5. Okay, continue.
Solid. Good choice. Okay, so Lena. Lena pressed her back against the wall, leaning on the heels of her bear-shaped slippers. She stared across the foyer at the newly blank spot where the family portrait used to be, just the three of them. You know, I had the weirdest dream, Willow shouted from several rooms away. Selena, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Celine.
Celine. Okay, it was the E at the end, so I wasn't sure if that was pronounced. Celine, the newest addition to their family, stood at the bottom of the steps, held her hands in an L shapes, rotating her head. Okay. I misread that the first time. Yeah, I was on a yacht with Beyonce. Selena, you were there, and so was Granny for some reason. Yeah, sweetheart, sounds great. Selena rolled her eyes and hefted her large purse open. Ignore my stepdaughter. She's a little imaginative, she said dismissively. She pulled out a stack of cash, handing it to the mover. Lena had her fair share of weird dreams, nightmares even. She swallowed her emotions, getting stuck in her throat. There wasn't one that she could forget, no matter how hard she squeezed her eyes. If you just take that to the dumpster, the light flickered once, twice, and a violent hiss came from the lamp. Selena jumped. Oh dear, and that monstrosity of a lamp too. Lena and the lamp were seconds away from bursting. She learned apathy was best, or else she'd end up living in an alleyway. Selena promised her that. Okay, this story, love it. I will say, so I just missed it the first time, but once I read it the second time and I got the bear-shaped slippers, that clued me into Lena's age. Selena, I thought she had her hand like this. I was trying to figure, I was like, her hand's in an L and stuff, but then I was like, this? Rotating?
I was imagining one of these, like, you know how you're like, that would fit on the wall right there. Like that. I just couldn't describe it.
Like that? Oh, I didn't see, because I had the thing.
You know how, like, when you, like...
Oh, like trying to...
Like, that would fit there. That situation.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Maybe if you included that her arms were extended, fingers in an L, maybe not
hands. Yeah.
And then fingers in an L, and she was tilting her head, staring at the wall or something like that. That could convey that. So
she was rotating her head, poltergeist like.
Want to play a game? Okay. So I definitely liked that vibe. I thought Selena was like a new addition, like a child at first. Just the way it was introduced. So because it was just the three of us, and I was thinking, oh, Lena is like, was kind of wanting, maybe didn't want another sibling or something like that. But then getting the stepmom vibes, I understood. And I'm assuming something happened to the dad.
I don't know.
Or something. Or you could even go new age with this and have it where it's her mom. And this is her mom's new, like, after person or something like that. Like, it could be like that setup but then that also in a way villainizes lesbian relationships, and because they don't get as much screen time as homosexual relationships, I do feel that might not be the best choice either. I don't know. Ever since being on AuthorTube, I'm like constantly conscious of like, how would the culture take this and stuff. I'm always trying to think of that. But I struggled with figuring out Lena's age at first. Then I struggled figuring out Selena's involvement. But you did, once I figured out who's who and everything, I think it was around the second time reading that I got it. It made tons of sense. And you got the personality of Selena like down pat. Of like, just, I took her, I'm not supposed to like her, and I don't. Perfect. I do wonder now with the story, like how it could evolve, is like, what is Lena's like the dreams she remembers? Like, are dreams truth for her? Like, maybe she sees the truth of the world around her, almost like prophecy, and that's why she remembers.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because maybe like Selena killed her husband, who was Lena's father, and Lena knows and is trying to figure out how to do it. But then, plot twist in the middle, like the inciting action, I guess, is that her Willow is next, or Lena's next, and she dreams it, and she doesn't know, how to stop it. So it's like a prophecy. How do I stop this situation? And then you get to play the game. Is it because she knows now the prophecy will be fulfilled, or she's able to stop? Is she able to stop prophecy? She never tried to stop it before, or something like that. There's a lot of ways you could go with the story. This is why I love these flash fictions and stuff. It's just like, how many different ways it can go. But you did great with the description. I like the description of the bear slippers, description of the personality is just like, I got the tone of Selena very much so. The large purse and, just a lot of cash to the movers and stuff. I didn't quite understand if the whole house was empty and they were moving, or if she was just getting rid of shit that she didn't like and stuff.
More of a she's just getting rid of shit she didn't like kind of vibe. Evil stepmother situation.
Yeah. Which now the stepmother community will go up in arms. Either way, we're going to offend somebody. It's who we can put up with. So.
Listen, stepmothers of America and the world, I guess.
Yeah.
Y'all are great.
Yep.
All right. A tried and true trope.
Very true. Well, it's also because most kids are mistrusting at first. So even if the stepmom's great, most kids are like, I don't trust you. You're a new person. I'm not going to call you mom or dad or whatever,
You're not my dad.
But I definitely like this story. And I like, it definitely made me wonder what it is. And I definitely, the assumption I made is that the lamp had the spirit of her dad or something. Like, think of the Toy Story Little Bo Peep lamp or something, like how it's something that carried on where it was from her childhood. And it's like, it was her father's lamp when he was a kid and he passed it to her or something like that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I love that. Ghost Daddy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, there was actually a movie, I think it was called Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby. Old movie. I think maybe late 80s, early 90s. But the whole premise where the dad died and the kids were trying to navigate, and they could only see him if all the lights were off in that movie. So, well, that's the brainstorming, the feedback I have for your story, what I liked about it. You're great with your characters and stuff. I got their ages and such. Not so much Willow. I'm assuming Willow is younger than Lena. Just because Lena being already apathetic, I assume she's older. She's experienced enough. Oh my God, Willie's not Ghost Daddy Daviasha. Listen,
I regretted it the second it came out of my mouth.
It's funny because if you say Ghost Dad, it's like, yeah, it's cool. All of a sudden you turn the word to daddy. It's like, too many people have ruined that. Never.
Straight to jail.
Yep. Okay. But you did great with the characters. The only thing I'm missing is any physical descriptions of them. Like, I imagine the stepmom being like skinny, lanky, probably barely eats anything because she's so worried about her figure and competing with women much younger than her to marry rich men and stuff, or rich older men. So that's the way I kind of imagine the stepmom. Very superficial. Gets her hair done every month or something like that. Nails perfection. Like maybe they're really long and she's like, I just got my nails done. Lena, you gotta cook dinner now. Type shit.
Yeah, that's definitely her.
So
I'm terrible at description of like physical description in all of my work. Like
I am too. Like I did the same thing with Flash the other day where I'm like, I got these two people. I never said what they look like.
You know how there's like white room syndrome? I also have that, but I have blurry face syndrome. Like
I'm so bad.
Terrible.
Someone understands. They've been there.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Papa Spook.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit better, but it still seems weird to read. Though I have to admit, because my son keeps touching my glasses, so they're a little greasy. I read that as Papa Spock in my head, and I'm like, what the hell does Star Wars have? Really, dog? We're already dead. He walked in. Why are you barking?
I'm gonna write that one down. Papa Spook. I like that.
Okay. So now.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Mama Maggie said my kids always called hubby daddy, and he always called them baby girl, but not anymore because people need therapy. And we are not that kind of family.
Preach.
Yep. And yes, I'm ready. I'll go on mute.
Okay. Should I read the title? Is that like a
It's just the prompt.
flow? Okay. If we remembered our dreams, it may not seem like a power to you, but very few of us can navigate the dreamscape and remember the next day. Our knowledge is dangerous, and we must protect it like a mother bear. But now, the knowledge that the dreamscape is real needs to burst reality. Most people's minds blank on the dreams right when they turn on the lamp. But when people are able to remember their dreams, they may be shocked or apathetic to what they find. There are no rules for the rotation of subconscious, subconsciousness,
Subconsciouses, like more than one subconscious.
subconsciouses in the dreamscape. Have you ever done something in a dream that was hard to swallow? Your subconscious may have killed someone on a yacht. You feel sick to your stomach when you wake. You didn't do it. Your subconscious is a twin you absorb in the womb. It's with you, but a separate person. That person you killed, they dreamed, they died in their sleep. Sometimes the subconscious keeps us alive while we're awake, but that is because it wants to get back to the dreamscape. It tells you to avoid the alleyway, stay under street lamps, but now you know why. The dreamscape is chaos and will never be empty. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I just had a leg cramp.
Oh no! Bananas.
Ooh.
Bananas always help. So
Okay.
someone else, Devin suggested Phantom Father instead.
Phantom Father. That's also a good one. Devin,
Yeah.
I'm writing these down.
This is why I love this. Like, it's like a workshop where we all just help each other going, all right, what is the author trying to convey? Let's help them try to convey it. Or there's so many times where Chandra goes, so I interpreted the story this way. And I'm like, that's better than how I intended. Yes, we're going with that.
Okay, I really liked the vibes of your dreamscape scenario. It gave me like Inception, but kind of horror-y.
Mm-hmm.
More horror than Inception, because Inception was kind of scary, in my opinion. Maybe okay.
My son came and he's asking to call his grandmother right now. And I'm like, later.
No.
Did you eat breakfast? If you want to call grandma, you got to eat breakfast.
No cup.
Cup?
Yeah.
Oh, a cup of water. Wow, this is speechless. Okay. Yes. Let me get my son a cup of water. 2 seconds. I'll at least mute so it's not too loud.
Okay, everyone. Any more ideas? Phantom Father, Papa Spook, Plasma Poppy. Oh gosh, where'd my phone go? Come on, y'all, in the comments. I haven't streamed by myself in such a long time that I don't know how to be alone. So drop a comment. Well, this is awkward. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
Sorry to run away. So even though my son has his own little water bottle with like a straw thing, he wanted a cup of water. And I was like showing him the cups we normally like give him stuff. And he's like, no, that one. And he points to another water bottle with like a straw thing. He goes, I want that one. I'm like, you already have a water with water in it. Whatever.
The kid wants what he wants.
Whatever. It's not worth a fight or whatever. It's just water. Like, I'm glad the kid is hydrating. So, oh God, what? Did you sing while I was gone? I'm gonna have to watch this. Be like, how did Daviasha fare every single time I stepped away from
terribly? Terribly.
Natalie, don't leave me again. Oh my gosh.
I was just saying I haven't streamed by myself in such a long time that I don't know how to be alone. So then I started singing this song from the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh,
this
the
is what
hey
dreams are.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just, a little snippet.
No big deal. Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Okay.
you said Inception vibes,
Mm-hmm.
which
But
with
make
the
it
horror
horror.
element a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the danger is and stuff. Like, I guess, luckily I got the premise of it, but I don't know how to expand upon that. And also, this was a little bit difficult because I was trying to get under 200 words, so I definitely still have lots of room to. It took me twice to write it. I wrote it and I was already at like 300. I was like, let me try again. So I wrote it a second time, got it, and then I reread it and ended up with what you see.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I think it's not a criticism. It's a
It's constructive criticism. It's critique.
no, it's like a stylistic preference. I think I prefer
Uh,
like more narrative
yeah.
pieces.
Well, yeah,
And
because this is like
this is like,
someone's. It's a monologue almost, and it's like,
yeah.
okay, what are they doing? What is happening,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And so maybe that could be the next part: is what is this person doing?
Yeah. This is very like expository. I just read like, exposition from like a larger work
Oh,
and
okay,
maybe
yeah. Kind of
cut it up with
episodic.
some action. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that definitely. So the things that I need to add to it is like, what are they doing? Are they in the dreamscape when they like walking through the dreamscape, going through this monologue, kind of like the beginning of a movie or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And then it
That's what I'm thinking.
happens, and it's like we have to let the world know. Or this could be the end, kind of like in Ready Player One, where at the end it's like we gotta let the world know what's going on. Expose the reality of the situation, which is, hey, there's another reality outside the reality we know. So I find that interesting. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. This is why I like to talk things out. By the way,
I like
I
this.
was going to say, any
I like
tips
this
I
idea
give,
of
you don't have to write like co-author Natalie. I don't need credit. I'm just here I'm here for the joy of the stories.
I also don't need any credit. I don't give much, so there's not much to credit for. But I do like this part about the subconscious as the twin you absorbed in the womb. I wish we could have expanded on that a little more, like that idea. Have you seen the movie *Malignant*? It's a horror movie. Do you watch horror movies?
Sometimes it takes me. I'm the person that if I'm watching a horror flick, it's in the middle of the day, daylight everywhere, and then I'm watching a Disney movie or a comedy special afterwards.
Well, it wasn't good, so like,
so don't go into thinking this is good, but the premise is.
But I can see elements of that in there as well, like the twin, the like subconscious things happening in the subconscious that the person's not in
there was
control
a
of.
movie I saw, I forget the name, but it turns out, and it wasn't like an absorb the twin situation, it's at birth the twin was killed. I'm just going to ruin the movie because I can't even think of the name. Maybe someone can think of the name. But the father, who's a plastic surgeon, is all about perfection and beauty and superficial. And he had twins born. One was like deformed, and so he killed it. He was like, I'm not going to deal with that. And the other one grew up, but the other one never knew about her twin, and she also was like never enough for her father. Like he's always getting on to her, like, straighten up. Is that what you're wearing? Like she's not good enough. And she ends up one time, it kind of grows up to this, but eventually she ends up talking to her reflection in the mirror, and the reflection like moves on its own. And and they talk, and she ends up bonding with her reflection, which is practically her. And but she gets bullied in school and stuff like that. And so they end up trading places. So she gets trapped in the mirror world, and the twin, as it turns out, is in her body. And the twin gets her, puts her bully in his place, ends up killing her father, trying to help the mother, who, like, the mother was like, her husband serially cheated on her, and she just like tried to ignore it, pretend it wasn't going on to make it livable. And it turned out that the person who embodied the main character was the twin that was killed by the father.
That's crazy. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. It was interesting
Google
that the way they
it.
traded bodies, because you always think, like, how would I would trade with my reflection? And it was they had to touch hands and kiss at the same time, like their reflection. That was how they traded. So I found that interesting. Man, movies are weird. They, like, media, I feel like the point is, I know Stephen King says if you want to be a writer, you got to read and stuff like that. I think consumption of all media, you know, movies, shows, reading, audiobooks, even, because audiobooks can help you with different inflections of someone's voice too.
Yes, absolutely. I'm more of a visual media person, and I prefer audiobooks over like physical books nowadays.
I prefer audiobooks. I feel like I remember it more, and then also I can go faster. Like, I can, like, while I'm working out, I can listen to an audiobook. While I'm cleaning or cooking dinner, I can listen to an audiobook. Like, I can do a lot more with an audiobook and be more productive, so that other things in my life doesn't fall if I can do it.
I think it's the stationary aspect. The stationary aspect of like reading a physical book that's like, okay, I can't sit here. I gotta get up and move while I'm also doing other things.
And then, like, my kid comes up and goes, "Mom, Mom, Mom," and I gotta, like, reread the paragraph and everything. I want to read Mama Maggie's story, and then you and I can critique it, and then then we can wrap this up before 12, which is actually a really good time. Sometimes it's not until 12:30 a lot of days. Okay.
Hey, we killed it.
All right. Mama Maggie said, she clutched the ratty teddy bear to her chest. He won it at the Rio at Carnival decades ago, as she woke, remembering the dream of their large yacht bursting through the waves of the stormy gray waves under a churning sky. No, not that boat. Not Joe. Sinking and no one helped us. The salty sea took him. She muttered nonsensically, rocking her body hard under the tangerine sodium lamp at the end of the alleyway. The dream came when it rained, and it had driven her insane. The hospitals left her in destitute, homeless, because he drowned and she didn't. Wow. 100 words, dude. Like, that opens questions, because all right, she still had the teddy bear that he won, and we lost him, and because he drowned, and it's like, I guess she's just under I forget the word, like duress or whatever, but it's like she's berated by her own dreams of this memory of him drowning, and it's driven her to insanity. And that's the way I kind of read this, and what I take away is that it's repetitive. It's almost, you could almost set this in like one of those time loop things where a person is going through trouble, and right when they feel they're at the end, they're going, okay, it's past, the time loop starts over again, and that's how they go insane. Dreams are brutal. Like, there's people who have night terrors, or kids that have recurring dreams when they're little. That gives me thoughts on my whole dreamscape. Think, like, how would kids' nightmares be? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ted. I feel like I just got loud. I like the description of the tangerine sodium light at the end of the alleyway.
Mm-hmm. I do like that. Mama Maggie's really good with her descriptions, and I'm actually surprised you did 100 words, because usually when she does prompts, it's like 700 words, and I'm like, how did you get that done in 30 minutes, dude? I'm struggling to get 500. But it's okay. So, oh man. Oh, your youngest had sleep paralysis. That happened to me one time, where I was awake and I could see my room and everything, but I couldn't move a muscle. And all I could hear was my heartbeat. All I could hear was my heartbeat. That only happened once in my life. It's, everything.
But I always get the sensation, I always wake up with the sensation of falling. I get that a lot.
Yes. When I'm starting to fall asleep, when your muscles start like electrifying us because they're trying to wind down, I will jolt myself awake right as I'm initially falling asleep. I'm like, why do we have to do this? Like, can't we just fall asleep? I'm ready. You're ready. Let's just go. Anyway. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming on, Davaisha, especially not really knowing the format. You just dived right in. You didn't read the fine print. I'm happy with it. I'm glad you were still part of the team here. And next time it makes me realize when I ask people to come on, be like, hey, by the way, you totally got to put yourself on blast.
Yeah, I always set the notification for these, but I can never come because I usually work Saturdays when they start.
Aww.
So I'm glad I've got to experience one.
Yay! At least you've done flash fiction before, and now you're inspired. Like, there's so many times where I get inspired by my work, but I have this rule that I have to draft all these stories before I can go back and like expand or whatever. I am going to be editing 3 tomorrow, and this will be my first time on Twitch, because I'm actually going to be sharing my work. And the reason I don't do it on Twitch is because I don't want the video to be recorded or anything, but I don't mind sharing it. And so it's for Lauren Wheatley and Nicole Wheatley. They're doing an anthology of like urban fantasy type stuff. And so I got 3 urban fantasies because I'm not creative enough to go full fantasy. I have to make it somewhat contemporary for myself. I don't know why, but there is 3 flash fictions that are worthy of this. I just got to edit them and make them even better. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, sharing my screen. I still don't know what time though.
Oh, okay. I was just going to ask.
Yeah, I was going to do it in the afternoon, I think, maybe 12 or something like that, but we'll see.
Have you streamed on Twitch before, or is it going to be your first time?
This will be my first time. I was doing research yesterday between Streamlabs and then Twitch Studio. I think I'm going to go with Twitch Studio because I was able to figure it out better. But Streamlabs has a lot more diverse like backgrounds and stuff. So I don't know.
You know how it goes. I've been like thinking about starting to do Twitch streams in the evening, because I used to do the Monday 9:30 YouTube live streams. And I kind of just miss having
the community.
Having that. Yeah, I have a community. Yeah. I have a pretty solid community. I love my peeps in the Trouble Troop. But like
the riddles.
I get nothing done. Yeah, I get nothing done during those streams.
No. I feel like I've known there are a lot of Twitch streamers. I've met a few. And actually one of them was here in the chat, Ken Harris. And there's the sprints for today that Devin pulled together. But I like the community, and I'll let you know how it goes. I can't quite figure out how to get more than one person on screen unless I do StreamYard, but I wanted like Twitch specifically where I could like have a timer and have things playing. And like my dream goal, because what I plan to do is once I'm done with all these flash fictions, I just remembered today I've written 100 flash fictions since September 26th.
Oh, that's amazing!
Yes, I'm happy.
Needs a celebratory Instagram post.
Yeah, I think I might do that because I also probably need to throw the number of words I wrote today on the list. of how far I've gotten on that. But either way, so but with Twitch, I wanted to I was going to start migrating to Twitch once I'm done with all the flash fictions from the book, and just live stream me editing every single one of these. And since I've been videoing all my flashes thus far, I can then also watch the videos in preparation for the flashes I'm going to edit, because I always critique myself in those videos. So, yay, congrats.
Cool.
And I will say, if you do a regular Twitch stream, for a lot of the Twitch writers, they're like, it's my push to, even if no one comes in, while I'm editing or writing or whatever, they're like, it's my push to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
it's really just what I need. That steady habit.
Set time. It's accountability and stuff. So it works. It's it's the same reason. Like when I go to the gym, I'm like, well, I'm here. I might as well work out. Like, what am I going to do? Just go sit in the corner and play on my phone? No, I already made it here. So that's my mentality.
I'm going to sit at the Jamba Juice bar.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. I mean, you got to hydrate. Okay. Well, Daviasha, thank you for coming in. Fine print unseen. I definitely appreciate it. And I love your stories and your input into it, and the feedback you gave me and the ideas. I definitely am going to run with. Steal them away. And I hope you are able to be inspired to continue yours. I'm very excited.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to have to watch the replay to get some of those ideas for the first story.
Yep. And I will have timestamps probably by the end of today, where at least I usually, I don't go specific, but I'm like, all right, here's where the first sprint is. Here's where we traded stories. Here's the second sprint. Here's her reading my story in the critique, me reading her story in the critique. So you can at least click through. So tomorrow, fresh mind and everything, you'll be able to go through. But would you like to give an outro, dear? And I will have a link in the description for the rewatch, by the way, for anybody who needs it. All links, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, whatever you're on these days.
Yes, I'll get those to you.
Thank you.
My name is Daviasha. My channel is Grapefry. I write sometimes. I read sometimes. I make videos only sometimes. No, subscribe, because there may be content in the future, and
maybe these stories. And if there
are, rest.
If they are, I will link the videos in the description.
Sweet. Yeah, that's it for me. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Love the crowd that we have, and we will catch you. I was about to click leave studio. We will catch you.
Don't leave me. We know what happens when you leave. I start singing.
I will say, next weekend, the 19th and the 20th, is the worldwide write-a-thon. God, that's a tongue twister. So because of that, Chandra and I will not be streaming Flash Fiction Live during that weekend. But the following weekend, 26 March, Chandra will be streaming with a guest host, because I will be unable to be on stream because cell phone coverage sucks. But please tune in to Chandra's channel. Make sure you follow both of us on Instagram, and we will be announcing where it is flowing. So, yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Bye. Bye. That's right. It's the second click.